Judge, anything to say about this?
That's right. I hope they all go to jail. This video is brought to you by SHINERGYLife.com. SHINERGYLife.com, ladies and gentlemen, is finally here. We have the day drink and the night drink officially at the headquarters, ready to be shipped out. So everybody that pre-ordered, you're going to get yours soon. And for those who haven't ordered, you better get it now because it's going to sell out like nobody's business. So make sure you go to SHINERGYLife.com, SHINERGYLife.com, and get your supplements today. Like, subscribe to the channel. Y'all already know what to do. Let's get into this. Listen, y'all, we've just seen Donald Trump lay the hammer down in the Trump administration on these judges who are activists. It is very simple to me. I don't know why Democrats keep pushing this agenda, but can you just follow the law? You will never lose me. You would never lose your constituency if you just follow the doggone law. Why are they so obsessed with these illegal aliens? And let me just tell you this real quick before we play the video. There are so many good people who are migrating here legally. There's so many people who are in line with paperwork and legal processes that are moving forward if they just get these illegals out of the way and get good quality people who add value to this country to be able to have an opportunity in America. There's so many good people. Why are we focused on illegals? Now, let's go to Hannah Dugan.
King news, the FBI has just arrested a Milwaukee judge accused of trying to help a man evade immigration authorities. In a now deleted post on X, the FBI director writes that Judge Hannah Dugan intentionally misdirected agents. ABC News Justice reporter Alex Mallon has the details. Alex, what do we know so far?
Well, we don't know why the FBI director deleted that post, but we do know from our affiliate in Wisconsin that Judge Hannah Dugan did make her initial appearance this morning. She was charged with 2 federal crimes that includes concealing a person from discovery and arrest, and the second count is obstruction of federal proceedings. She appeared, her attorney in that court proceeding said that, quote, Judge Dugan wholeheartedly protests the arrest, and the judge ended up actually ordering her released after that hearing. We expect that she will plead not guilty to those charges. But this is a dramatic escalation, obviously, of the Trump administration's, war with the judiciary. They have been previewing the possibility that they would seek charges against any judge or federal officer or even state officers who they say obstruct lawful deportation efforts by this administration. But obviously, this is a dramatic escalation of that. And they detail this. We just got these court charges that were unsealed. Basically, on April 18th, they say that Judge Dugan had an undocumented immigrant set to appear before her in court, and they allege that she helped facilitate him evading ICE officers who were present and ready to arrest him at that court. They say that they were actually able to later arrest him on the street, that he fled them. But now they are bringing those charges, saying that they're formally accusing this judge of trying to help this undocumented immigrant who was charged, facing state charges of assault and battery, and was appearing before her at that time on April 18th. So obviously, we're going to watch the developments. This is going to be a very contentious and closely watched case as we see this administration really take head on this idea that they say that state officials are seeking to obstruct their federal efforts to crack down on illegal immigration.
The judge in Wisconsin, why does she think that she's above the law? This is the thing that gets me with them. How are you above the law? And I just saw on TV when I just got to Alabama, I saw on TV activists outside the courthouse saying, this is wrong. This is political. She broke the law. Let me tell you what she did. So apparently there was an illegal alien who had a deportation order. I think he was being charged with assault or some kind of crime that he did, violence against another person. And ICE came to the courtroom and they had a warrant for his arrest. She ended up diverting the ICE agents to another office or something of that nature, diverting them away from him, then sneaking him around the back. He ended up running away. They ended up catching him. But she coordinated an effort to try to elude the authorities for taking him into custody. Therefore, she's taking the law into her own hands, outside of the purview of her being a judge. And when she get arrested, and she got arrested for a couple charges, felony charges. Let me read some more charges off to you so you know they ain't playing with you. 2 felony counts: obstruction of justice and concealing the individual to prevent arrest. A judge did this, y'all. Imagine if a conservative judge did this with a conservative. They'd be laying out in the street. They'd be on the view puking and throwing up and crying on each other. But when a liberal do this, it's somehow justified. It's somehow considered to be justice, which I think is absolutely crazy and insane. All right, let's get to the other idiot that they got. They got the New Mexico judge. This fool, a Tren de Aragua gang member, he was harboring in his house, him and his wife. And his name is Judge Joe Cano, or Cano. I don't know how to say his name, but it's something like that. What did this fool do? I guess they actually hired this guy who was a gang member, a former gang member, had gang ties. They had deportation orders. They hired him to do work at their house, and then they let him stay in the guest house. And not only did he get caught and they let him stay, a whole bunch of other people had gotten caught and ended up staying in his house. This person, they ended up getting accused of sheltering this guy named Christian Ortega Lopez, undocumented, Venezuelan national, alleged gang member of Tren de Aragua, and they let them live in the guest house. And this individual was a U.S. illegal alien, came here in 2023 through the Eagle Pass in Texas. Obviously, his wife ended up hiring the guy, but this is what they have: gang-related clothing, tattoos, voicemails, and text messages linking Mr. Lopez to the Tren de Aragua gang, and also social media posts of this idiot posing with firearms that they believe allegedly came from the judge's daughter. So they probably sleeping with these dudes. They nasty like that. These people are probably literally having, you know what I mean, letting these dudes hit their daughters and all kind of stuff. When there's no reason in the world that these people should be on social media if they're illegal aliens. See, the thing is that they try to conflate doing good for people or being kind and generous like Christ would. They try to conflate that with actually breaking the law and doing criminal stuff and being nasty. Because you can help a person without harboring them as an illegal alien. You can help them. If a person was cleaning my house and I found that they were illegal, and I'm a judge and I know the law and everything, why won't I help them get legal status instead of harboring them as illegals and let them just live pretty much rent free in my house, being illegal aliens, and I'm enforcing the law on other people? Just imagine that. You go to work every day, you enforce the law, and you put people in prison, and yet you got people who are breaking the law at your house doing crime that should be in prison. This is why people can't be judges, and you got to step down. It's unacceptable whatsoever. And I'm glad that Donald Trump is doing something about it. I'm glad that it's in the media. I'm glad that we're talking about this. Hold these people accountable. They're breaking the law. Harboring illegal aliens is against the law. As a judge, it should be double against the law. So shout out to Donald Trump. And I'm glad they're going to jail. Comment in the comment section. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.